Hey there guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at a couple of cases from Speck for the iPhone 14 Pro Max. And a big thanks to Speck for sending these out to review. All right, so I have a couple to show you, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, the first one we'll take a look at here is the Presidio Perfect Clear with grips. So this one is pretty unique. It has nice grips on it, as well as a kind of mirror finish silver MagSafe ring. So of course, built for MagSafe, 13-foot drop protection, microban antimicrobial protection, as well as a clear guarantee. This one comes in at a price of $49.95 and just comes in that clear and silver color. All right, here's our case. So as you can see, we have these nice grips on the side, and they kind of go into like a triangle formation and expand out to the edges. We do have this really nice mirror finish silver MagSafe ring. We have Speck branding in the top right. And this, again, does offer 13 feet of drop protection, so it is pretty rigid. It doesn't weigh too much, which is nice to see. And let's go ahead and pop our phone in and take a quick look here. Here we have it. And as you can see, I do have the white and silver model. Looks really, really clean with that. So that silver ring goes really well with the silver, of course, on our iPhone 14 Pro Max. Have a nice perfect cutout for our camera. As you can see, we do have a raised lip to protect that, and it does look really, really nice on the side here. Our power button has no vents or anything in here. That's nice and clicky. Same thing on the opposite side. Those are nice and clicky as well. And as you can see, we have a large cutout for our silent switch. It looks like it's a little bigger. It looks like it's kind of low down here, so I'm not sure if this was maybe originally meant for the 13 Pro Max, because they did change that from the 13 Pro Max to the 14 Pro Max. They did kind of lower those a little bit, so that's possibly why it looks like that. They may alter that in later versions of this case, but on the front of it here, we do have a nice ring of protection, or rim of protection around the front, so you can lay this face down and not worry about it getting hurt. And checking out the fitment here, it is really, really tight. This is going to be a very, very nice protective case for sure. So that's a really nice looking case, I must say. If you like a clear case, this definitely is going to show off your phone. It has that really nice silver ring instead of a white ring like you traditionally would see on a clear case. All right, the next case we'll take a look at here is the Presidio 2 grip. This one is going to have MagSafe built in, 13 feet of drop protection, microban antimicrobial protection, as well as Presidio Armor Cloud. This one comes in at a price of $49.95, comes in a couple different colors, comes in coastal blue, black and white. We also have spring purple, cloudy gray and white, black and white, and digital pink, blossom pink, and white. The color I have here is charcoal, cool bronze, and white. So what was interesting is the MagSafe ring was showing up on top of the box, but it doesn't show up on the case, which is actually nice to see. I thought that was actually on the outside of the case, but it's not. So as you can see, just like the last case, we do have these really nice grips or textures. On the back, we have the Speck logo in kind of a nice white or gray. We have black rim around the camera. And then you can see we have the kind of bronze colored buttons here. So our volume buttons and our power button are bronze, as well as the corners. So it kind of adds an interesting touch to it. And then on the inside, it's also this copper bronze color. Looks pretty nice. And this does have some pretty decent drop protection. So as you can see, it's going to be pretty rigid as well. Almost dropped it there. And popping our phone inside, we can take a look at how everything's going to look inside here. So as you see, I do have the white or silver and white iPhone 14 Pro Max. So that's how it's going to look with this nice color here. Again, with that little white Speck logo. Looks pretty nice. Now, being that it has a soft touch material, it's probably going to collect some grease or fingerprints over time, but it's easily wiped off. Again, not going to add too much bulk to this. Do have that ring around our camera that's going to protect the back, of course. And on the front, we also have a lip of protection going all the way around, so that will definitely protect the front of our phone as well. So we have these nice copper colored buttons. Those are nice and clicky. It does not appear that there are any vents or anything on there, so dirt debris won't get in there, which is good to see. Our silent switch is pretty large. Now, it is a little bit low, just like the last case. And on the bottom, we have nice cutouts for our lightning, speaker, and mic. And that is just a quick look at the Presidio 2 grip. All right, the next case we'll take a look at here is the Presidio Perfect-Mist. This one also comes with MagSafe compatibility, 13 feet of drop protection, microban antimicrobial protection, as well as a clear guarantee. This one comes in at a price of $49.95, comes in two different colors, comes in obsidian and coastal blue, and I have the obsidian color here. All right, here's a quick look at the case. As you can see, it is see-through, so it's got this really nice smoky matte color look to it. We do have a black MagSafe ring. It just looks really nice, gonna add a really nice look. Pretty thin case as well. As you can see, pretty rigid, it's gonna offer pretty good drop protection. Kind of has a soft touch material on the back. All right, here it is with my white and silver iPhone 14 Pro Max. Looks pretty nice. So as you can see, you still see our Apple logo. Everything's just kind of muted and just a smoky look and haze to it. Looks pretty nice. Again, that MagSafe ring is nice and dark as well. We have a rim around the camera to protect that. We do have a ring around the front as well to protect the front of the phone. And this is going to have a really nice tight grip around it. So very tight around here, not loose at all. It definitely feels very nice and premium. You can see we have completely covered buttons, no texture or anything, but feels pretty nice. Same thing on the opposite side, nice and clicky. As you can see, we do have a pretty large opening for our silent switch, a little bit on the low side, but you can still reach it pretty well. We have Speck branding on the side, and we have nice cutouts for our speaker, mic, and lighting as well. And that is just a quick look at the Presidio Perfect-Mist. Pretty nice, and again, that comes in 2 different colors. The next one to take a look at is the Presidio Perfect Clear with Impact Geometry. This is a pretty interesting looking case. This one also comes with MagSafe, just like the others. 13 feet of drop protection, microband antimicrobial protection, as well as the clear guarantee. This one comes in at a price of $49.95. Comes in 4 different colors. Comes in clear and black, clear coastal blue, clear digital pink, and clear grounded purple, which I have here. This will probably go pretty well if you have the deep purple iPhone 14 Pro Max. All right, so as you can see, this is a very unique looking case. We do have a clear back and we have these purple kind of accents. So the MagSafe ring is purple and then the exterior all around it is purple as well. This is a pretty thin case also, gonna be still very nice and protective. You can see it's got smooth finish going all the way around, so not much grip like the other grippy cases that they have, but it is definitely going to offer a very unique look for your phone. So as you can see, it is pretty rigid. It's gonna offer pretty decent drop protection. Let's go ahead and pop our phone in and take a look. Doesn't quite match my little Halloween fall theme I have on my wallpaper, but as you can see, we have the white and silver iPhone 14 Pro Max, and that actually kind of pops pretty nicely. So as you can see, we have our Apple logo right there in the center. Looks really, really good. This doesn't feel like a typical clear case where it's really smooth and shiny. I'm touching it and I'm not actually getting a bunch of fingerprints, which I really like. You can kind of see it is clear, but it's not attracting as much oil and stuff, which I really like. So that's very good to see. I really like that they have a pretty good material on here. Unlike some of the other cheaper clear cases, this is pretty good. You can see not going to add much bulk. We have a nice rim around the camera, so it's going to protect that. And then you can even see the nice purple around the front of the phone also. Of course, that's going to offer a nice ring of protection around the front as well. So the front of our phone is protected. And then as all the other cases from Speck, they're very, very tight and fit very, very well. So as you can see, there's really no give at all with this case. We absolutely love to see that. So our buttons, as you can see, we have kind of indentions around them. They are completely covered, no vents or anything, so no dust or debris will get in there. And then of course, same thing with our power button, don't want to overpress that. And then we have a nice large cutout for our silent switch, although it is a little bit low. And again, they may alter this later with later revisions of this case, just because that is quite low. Taking a look at the bottom, you can see we have perfect cutouts, of course, for our lightning speaker and mic. And I gotta say, this one's just a very nice looking case. It just kind of pops with this color. Even with a deep purple, it'll probably look pretty good. But if you have the white and silver like me, this one is definitely one to look at. Definitely has a really nice color. All right, and the last one we'll take a look at is the Presidio 2 Pro. So this one also includes MagSafe. Gonna have that 13 feet of drop protection, microband antimicrobial protection, and Presidio Armor Cloud. So this one's gonna come in a bunch of different colors. We have coastal blue, black and white. We have black and white, charcoal, cool bronze and white, digital pink, blossom pink and white, grounded purple and white, and spring purple, clouded gray and white. And I believe the one I have here is the grounded purple and white. And this comes in at a price of $49.95. And again, I thought that MagSafe ring was actually on the outside of the case, but it's not, so that's nice to see. So as you can see, this is just a pretty plain looking case. We have the Speck branding at the top right. We do have a black rim around the camera module. We just have this kind of nice flat color. It has a nice soft touch material on there. So I'm not sure, that might That might pick up some fingerprints over time. Kind of feels like silicone, but it looks pretty nice. I'm not going to add much bulk to the phone. As you can see, it's fairly rigid. Also has that nice drop protection. Black inner lining. You can see where the MagSafe ring is. Speck branding on there as well. Now let's go ahead and pop our phone in and take a quick look here. And that fits in pretty nicely. And I do have the white and silver iPhone 14 Pro Max, so you can kind of get an idea of how that's going to look with that. So we've got that nice raised lip around the camera. It's going to protect that just fine. We also have a nice raised lip around the front of the phone as well, and that will protect the screen. You can see we do have black buttons on here. They are fully, completely covered. Nice and clicky as well. No dust or debris should get in there. Our silent switch is pretty large and open. However, just like the other case, it's a little bit low compared to, I guess, other cutouts I've seen, but you can still reach it just fine. Taking a look at the bottom, you can see we have nice, perfect cutouts for our speaker, mic, and lightning. Little black accents on the corners as well for that armor cloud. And of course, it's going to offer some nice drop protection, but nice looking case overall. Now, of course, all the cases I just showed you here, all of these have MagSafe capability, so you should have no issues with wireless charging. You just pop on your MagSafe adapter and it'll start charging. These also work with wireless chargers as well. So some really nice cases, some really nice options in different colors for the new iPhone 14 Pro Max. These cases are also available for the other iPhone 14 models. I'll leave a link down below if you're interested in any of these. If you have any other questions or comments on these, feel free to leave those down below as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video.